Wait, why is there a cat here? Yeah, I just got a bunch of DLC for this game now. It, I'm just trying to fix my phone because it's been done again. There we go. Alright, let's see what they gave me. Ooh. Interesting. I got 2 new trucks. Now this thing's damn big. Yeah, I can have quite a bit on it actually. Universal compartment. Extra fuel tank, that's nice. Oh, okay. Actually, I could do long logs with this thing. Let's give it a go. Let's see what the Avil tires are like. Ah, so on road these are crap. Okay. I don't know, do I want that or do I just want to keep it as it is for now? I don't know about that. I know. Let's just totally make up a totally new colour. Oh crap. Alright, let's put that on 135. Saturation 25. Actually, Google. Let's drop that to. That doesn't look bad. There we go. Oh, that's bright, that's bright. Bright light, bright light! That's actually burning my eyes. So that's the one. Hey look, you even get a fan on this one. It's quite an interesting design, actually. Yeah, this thing's massive. Takes up the entire road. You know, it didn't even use that much fuel going down there. Well, I actually do like the look of this. It reminds me of a train, but on the road, basically. I guess you climb on it from the front to get on board then? Or you can go across the back, I guess? This is the first time I'm driving this. Because I already bought the DLC that had this truck in it. I do like that it's not actually drinking that much fuel, even though you think it would. But that might be just because I'm not really carrying any weight on it right now. It seems to drink a bit more fuel when it's in the water, though. I guess it makes sense. I don't know what you said because most of that was very jibbled right now. Basically, your spelling was that bad I couldn't even read it. I'm not making fun of you, it was just that bad. I couldn't catch a word of what you said that time. I think you need to type slower. Well, I'm only telling you the truth. Better to tell the truth than not. Ooh, we didn't want to turn there. Really? I've got a translator now? I don't remember hiring a translator. When did this happen? Here we go. I don't think that's what he meant by literal translation. I think he meant like pick apart your word and fix it for you. Something's got me stuck. Oh, I see what it was. It was a log. I was stumped to be more exact. Ah, okay. Yeah, for me, I prefer when people actually type out their words properly instead of in texting mode. I've never really been into the shorten your words to the point where you can't actually understand them type of thing. The only words I would shorten are really long words, but that's about it. I lost grip there for some reason. It just locked up. Close the fridge up, okay. I'm not joking, but seriously, his spelling is really bad. I find it really interesting that sometimes he can talk pretty well in his text, but next minute it's like complete garbled. You know what it reminds me of? You know those old satellite TVs where you start losing signal and everything would get really, really garbled up, and you couldn't actually hear what they were saying properly. That's him, but in text form. In all seriousness, I'm not joking about the spelling. Sometimes you are that bad that I have to keep looking and still can't figure out what you said. Actually, on War Thunder, there used to be a guy that purposely would talk in his native language in chat just to be annoying. And it happened to be an Italian. I just don't know why the guy would do it. But he did. He could perfectly speak English, but he just chose to always speak Italian for some reason. That reminds me, it's my birthday tomorrow. I'll be 31. I'll be able to say, "You damn whippersnappers." Although I don't feel like I'm 31. Okay, who's squeaking? Is someone trying to be Mickey the Mouse? Actually, no, my back's fine. The only thing I had wrong with me recently was just being too tired that I couldn't be bothered to record anything or even stream anything. Well, I can do an impersonation of Mario. And I can get away with sounding like Sonic the Hedgehog. Why does that sound like a song, the way you pronounce that? It's me, Mario. Thanks for playing my game. And now Nintendo's gonna burst down my door and sue my ass. Ahoy, Captain. Do. You are a pirate. You did say aye aye. Wait, who's got a wife? And how? Why? And when? Now, that would be interesting, but I don't think my life is that interesting. I don't remember anything exploding, and I'm pretty sure the car is still outside. Oh man, this thing is really good in the mud. I don't know about that, but I did use WD-40 on a joystick before to fix it, and it did actually fix it. No squeaking, no nothing, the thing just worked. Will say the most interesting thing I've ever fixed is just using a piece of paper to fix a controller. I think I told you about it before actually, how I fixed the PlayStation 3 joystick by just using a couple of pieces of paper to wedge something. Yeah, to wedge the contact where the wires grid is supposed to stay together. I just got a few pieces of paper, laid it on top of the foam that's inside the controller, and it just worked. After that, no problems, no glitching out controls. The triggers work fine. I found an interesting way to clean out the dust of a slim PlayStation 2 as well. You know they tell you to flip it over and pat the bottom of it? Well, yeah, you can do that, but you'll more likely knock the laser out of alignment. I got tongue-tied there for a second. I'm just gonna switch to low gear so I don't have to deal with any gears. What is it with you and bazookas? Do you have bazookas on the mind or something? Yeah, I'll give you a job. Bazookas and barukas. Okay. He's going there with that shot. That was an interesting shot. If you hate people, why are you here? You're in the wrong place for staying away from people, aren't you? As I say, social media is the hellhole for people like you. For me, I don't hate any particular person, even if they were my worst enemy. But to be honest, I don't need to hate them. They will hate themselves and collapse on their own, even if I do nothing. I've come across some of the weirdest bullies in the past. But oh well, whatever. That's the past, now is now. I live my life, they can live theirs. I wonder if they've improved on themselves though. Actually, there's a funny story. Back in school once, someone, some bully kept just constantly doing things that would annoy me. Then he just pressed the wrong button, and well, can you guess what I did to him? Let's just say he won't be messing with people again. You know those people who just get on your nerves and to the point where you just snap? Basically I snapped back in school and literally chased the guy. He ran off because of how aggressive I was. So what I did, I literally picked up a broom and used it as a sledgehammer. I didn't hit him with it, but it must have been a very terrifying sight to see someone literally pick up something and literally swing it. It was quite funny actually, after I calmed down. Because I just thought to myself, wow. Well, the lesson learned here is he didn't try that again with me. He knew if he had done that again, I probably would have got him. And the thing is, I won't do anything to anyone unless they do something to me first. I'm that type of person. As long as you chill with me, I'm chill with you. And I will tolerate some of the crap they're trying to pull, but if it's directed to me purely, well, I will retaliate, but I'll do it in certain ways that will get them to stop actually bullying me. I've never really been bullied after that incident. Everyone just seemed to leave me alone to my own devices. So the lesson is here, if you make yourself a threat to them, they won't bother you again. Especially if they think you're gonna club them one. Obviously, there are those bullies that just don't learn the lesson. Yeah, you get the idea. No, actually. Everyone warned the guy not to do it. Even the teacher warned to pack it in, but obviously he didn't listen. What's that saying? I'm trying to remember what that saying was. Come back to me in a minute. I quite like the saying for it, but I forgot what it was now. I remember eventually. I think the saying was something like push push me, I'll push you harder kind of thing. I don't think it was quite that like that, but yeah, I'm level 17. Anyway, I eventually remember the saying. All I remember of it is I like the saying. But all I can say is a bully should always watch who they bully, because obviously you don't mess with the quiet kid, because the quiet kid could be a psychopath. And you don't mess with the chill guy, because the chill guy could turn around and turn your life into a nightmare. That kind of thing. Yes, I still can't believe I actually did that though. I actually picked up a broom and actually sledgehammered it. I think I must have not been in the mood that day. It does actually take quite a bit to actually wind me up to the point where I actually do stuff like that. So something must have agitated me that day. I wonder what it was. No, that was a good like 15 years ago now. Usually I have a reason for retaliating against someone, and I must have been in a bad mood. Yeah, true. I don't think it's that one though. Like I said, whenever I've been bullied in my life, I've always got my own back on them eventually. Be it by them getting removed from the school completely, or the quite simple thing of literally just whacking them once, and that's it. Back in middle school, there was some kid that kept taking the mick out of me. So I sat right next to him without him realising I was there, elbowed him in the face really hard. And I've got really bony arms, so you can imagine it really, really hurt the guy. For me, I didn't actually feel a thing. I just made out like it was an accident, like, oops, sorry. And no one said a thing. Literally no one said a thing. Even though I did it in plain sight of everyone. But that's what bullies get, isn't it? Once the bully gets picked on, no one will help the bully. Because the bully deserved it. That's what bullies forget. Everyone might seem to be on your side, helping you. But as soon as someone comes along and puts you in your place, you have no power. I think that was the part of the catch line for the saying. Something about you have no power over me kind of thing. Once everyone realizes how weak you really are. Something along those lines. It's been a long time since I've heard it, but I know I liked it because it actually made sense to me. Yes, it is. It's called SnowRunner. And it's also got mod support. I'm not that sentimental. To me, friend is friend as long as they keep staying in contact with you. If I don't see you for a while, then you weren't a friend. Oh, you talk about friends that betray you. Now, I've never had that problem. Thankfully, I can say that. I've never had anyone do that. But that's because I've never really trusted anyone anyway. I've always been wary of people, even if they are classed as friends. I make that distinction quite clear. Think like this. Take a line from Star Wars. You're on this council. You get the idea. But you are not the rank of master. In this case, you are not the rank of friend. You get my meaning. I butchered it, but you get my meaning. Yeah, that's the line. I'm nearly out of fuel. Anyway, enough of this bully talk and all that and whatever. I don't want to get depressed over stuff that shouldn't matter anymore. I could do podcasts, but nah. I don't want to be talking for hours about stuff that, to be honest, I don't really care about it no more. Yeah, but I'm the wrong person to do podcasts. I'd end up falling asleep in my own podcast if that was the case. Instead of being podcast, it'd be snorcast. No, I don't get depressed easily. I have anxiety, but I've learned to get past that. Basically, how I told myself, I literally just said to myself, pick yourself together, man. There's nothing actually wrong with you. Just keep doing what you like doing and you'll be fine. And that's literally what I said to myself. Basically, you literally tell yourself straight, pick yourself back together. Do what you like doing. Don't give a damn about what everyone else thinks. Much better life that way. And it'd be more enjoyable. Oh, I'm about to run out of fuel. Oh no! Oh, compost sticks. Looks like I will not be moving any further. Well, as the child say, if you're gonna do something, do it. There's no point worrying about stuff that should not matter to you, really. Because really, why should you care about what other people think? If you enjoy doing what you enjoy doing, do it. How I think of it is, if people get depressed, overly depressed over something, they should just change to do something else. Not get depressed to the point where they end up killing themselves. That's the easy way out. And to me, if you kill yourself over depression, that just proves the point that you were weak, in my eyes. Now, I'm not saying don't have the reasons for doing it, but I just find it's just weak for them to kill themselves over stuff like that. If you can teach yourself to not worry about anyone trucks fought against you, you'll have a much happier life. Like, I got accused of something really bad in the past, which was never true. Luckily, people believed me. And the person who tried to blame me for it, wow, they got the up and comings. So for me, it's like, well, don't mess with me and you won't get found out, kind of thing. It's just that kind of thing. Oh, I didn't get stuck, I ran out of fuel. This thing is really heavy. That's a lot of weight this truck's pulling. Look at that. That truck is so heavy, it's dragged me into the mud. I ain't got enough fuel to fuel that up. That's why I didn't attempt it. It's because I was too busy talking, I lost track of my fuel. I would have just parked it up on the dirt over there, but as I was chatting about the bully stuff and all that, I just lost track of what I was doing. And then Thingy started about how do you deal with depression and all that, and I just answered him honestly. Because I don't have one right now. I don't have a tanker. You can really hear that engine pushing itself just to pull that thing along. Anyway, as I was saying, enough with the depressing stuff and that. I could be doing that emotional support thing for a while, but nah. A switch back to chill version of me, where I just randomly talk about anything that I've been up to. And that the fact it's my birthday tomorrow. So I don't know if I'm going to be on tomorrow. Yeah, but therapy, you can just self-therapy yourself. To be honest, most therapists don't actually do actual true therapy. They just sit there and listen to you and that's it. And they get paid money for basically doing nothing. When you could just talk to yourself instead. It's because it's the effect of basically just wanting someone to talk to release all your complaints, basically. That's essentially how it works. Because depression begins with you constantly sealing your frustrations. So essentially, what gets the person depressed in the first place is because they overthink everything. It could be as simple as money troubles. It could be that one friend that betrayed you, I guess. Depression is just one of those things. It can start, you can get depression over something simple as what you ate. I'm not joking, some people get depressed over something they ate. That's how stupid it is. There we go. Said release. There, now you release. I recover you. Then go back out. Get the helmet on. Detach trailer. Recover. Then bring it back out. And then move that trailer and sell it. Because I don't believe I need it anymore on this map. I'm officially done. Yeah, everything's complete. I can go to Alaska now. Actually, I'm always told my jokes are very dry, but that's just me. I have a dry sense of humor. And my sense of humor tends to be, if someone's being sarcastic to me, I'll be sarcastic back in a certain way that will call back to whatever they said. Right. Sell this trailer. Any other close trailers nearby, I'll get them as well. You're in America, aren't you? So yeah, that would make sense. Ain't like a 6 or was it like a 8 weeks or something like that? I forgot. You told me before. In fact, you told me when you first entered my first stream with you actually entering. Hey, I don't forget what people say. I do remember it. That's one thing about me. If I want to remember it, I will remember it. And I remember it for damn ever. Hey, let's put all these trucks away. Yeah. Right. It started joining for some reason just then. Right, we'll send you back to where you're going. All I need to do is get a repair truck and I can get the 2 other trucks on this map and then I'm actually finished. I've got to get the Twin Star and I've got to get the International something, whatever it was called. No, I don't get paid anything. I ain't got a big enough follower base for that yet. I don't get paid anything. I'm just doing it because I want to. To be honest, I don't really care if I get paid or not. If I get paid, it's just a plus for me. As I've said before, in one of my earlier streams, this is basically my hobby. What did I leave here? Oh, that's why I left here. Okay, the bandit's been left here. Interesting place to leave it. What was that again? Not necessarily. There are people who have thousands of people and still don't get anything for it. Oh, I did find something funny. Because I upload my art to PixelV, I've noticed I've got like a shit ton of followers, like nearly 400 followers that have been looking at my artwork. I found that quite interesting. I'm not really bothered about how many people actually bother to. It's just a plus for me. But I did find it interesting that a load of people took interest in what I was doing. Well, actually, it's a mix of I drew it and then used AI to enhance it in ways. But it's still my original idea. Because I had to teach the AI what I wanted it to do, because it had no clue what I wanted. Actually, I had to tell it what this was, what that was. I had to teach it that this is a vent, that's an exhaust port, that's the main core, this armor is living metal, that's an optical sensor. Basically, you get the point. The things I posted on No, I don't. I'm not that kind of person. The only anime things I have in my room right now are manga, a Gundam figure, and some anime ship girl eating a watermelon on a table. That's it. Other than that, I just got a crap ton of PlayStation 2 games, PlayStation 3 games, and so many DVDs in my room that if I knocked over my shelf, I could be buried. I'm not joking, I could technically be buried by all the stuff I have in my room. You'd never find me again. Like, from my list of PlayStation 2 games, I've got... What's that? It's a bit dark in my room, but what's that? I got Tokyo Race Driver 2, Star Trek Shattered Universe, Colin McRae Rally 3, The Getaway, Black Monday, Heat Seekers, Ridge Racer 5, Transformers, Naval Ops, Warship Gunner, Star Trek Voyager Elite Force, Riding Spirits, Top Gun Combat Zone, Test Drive Unlimited, WRC2 Extreme, Need for Speed Most Wanted, Need for Speed Underground 2, Need for Speed Underground, Need for Speed Carbon, Need for Speed, what was that one? I can't say it because there's something in the way of it. That's Burnout 2, Point of Impact, Tokyo Extreme Racer, Zero, Richard Burns Rally, I got like another pile of games behind it, all that. For PlayStation 3, the games I can see right now, X-Men, Destiny, The Last of Us, Midnight Club LA, Saints Row 4, Red Dead Redemption, Undead Nightmare, Grand Theft Auto 4, Gran Turismo 6, Red Dead Redemption itself, Call of Duty 4, Tom Clancy's Hawks, Infamous 2, SS Tricky, Tomb Raider, Fuel, the Arkham Batman games, all of them. That's what I can see. For DVDs, I've got Lord of the Rings, the complete trilogy of Back to the Future. I've got all the Mommy Returns stuff. I've even got Scorpion King. Oh yeah, and I have some Gundam movies like Stardust Memory, the first part to the Gundam Mobile Suit movie. I've even got Ghost in a Shell, the standalone complex, the first Geek set box. Oh, I've even got some PlayStation 4 games up here. Ride Republic, Assassin's Creed Unity that I've never played, I was just given it. Grid 2019, No Man's Sky, Division, Battlefield 1, Need for Speed Payback, Battlefield 5, Metro Exodus. I've got the complete season of what is that? The complete season of Stargate SG-1, the first season. I got loads of things in here. I even have a ton of Xbox 360 games. I don't play the 360. It was my brother's and he just left it in my room. So I just placed it on my shelf with all his games. Yeah, as I said, I've basically got so much stuff in my room I could bury myself with it. I even have PlayStation 1 games like Tomb Raider 3, Tomb Raider 2, the original Tomb Raider 1. I got Mobile 1 Rally and I got V Rally. It's just one of those things. I just collected it all. I would check the PSP games, but I don't know where I put them. They're somewhere up there. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go and find my vehicles and bring them back home. Oh, so that's where I left the Chevrolet Kodiak. This has got no fuel, and that trailer is empty. So I will not be fueling up that way. Yeah, so anyway, I got so many games and DVDs and so much other stuff. If I really want to make content like a madman, I've literally got years of content I could just crank out. Okay, you're going now then. See you then. Right, which we fetch you for some Oh, okay. That's what you meant. Right, now let's go and get that twin steer fixed up. I forgot how bouncy this thing is. That's how long I haven't driven it properly. What color would you say that blue is? Or if it's even classed as blue? Because to me, it looks slightly purple. What the hell did I hit? There's nothing there. Did you see that? Whatever it was, it destroyed my mud flap. Oh, look at that. It's knocked me wheel out of alignment. Now it's slightly wobbling. That was just weird, that was. I wasn't even going that fast either, too. Okay. Nearly there now. I just gotta remember where it's parked. Just don't want to look at the map right now. I have a good idea of where it was left. Really? I thought it'd been streaming for a lot longer. It should be somewhere over here. There it is. Right, I think I can just recover it from here now, instead of towing it. Yeah, I can recover it just as it is. There we go, that's that done. Now I've got one last vehicle to get now. Yeah, anyway, I don't know what made me start talking about bullies and all that. I think it was just seeing you two talk about random stuff. So it's like, huh. Mind you, I've ended up in weirder conversations before. Actually, it's quite a normal thing I end up doing on War Thunder when I'm casually chatting in a general chat on there. It can go from anything to favourite foods, what I was randomly doing one day, to end up to the most bizarre topics ever. But the moderators on the chat don't say anything, they just let it go. They only ever intervene if someone's swearing or doing something they really shouldn't be doing. Which makes sense. Keep the chill people chilling. Get rid of the nuisances. Makes sense. Really. Oh yeah, that reminds me. At one time I did get a temporary ban from chat, all because of a Skyrim joke. Yeah. Yeah, I got banned for a week for a Skyrim joke. That was interesting. Because the joke in question wasn't even that bad. Oh, that 500% booster? I don't really care if I waste them or not. They're just being used and that's it. Most people complain about that thing, but I can get them really easily. Most people moan about that sort of thing, but I actually don't really care about the boosters. I come from a time when those boosters weren't even a thing back in the day when I first started playing. When I started playing War Thunder, there was none of these boosters, no battle pass, no Gaijin coin, not many premium vehicles whatsoever either. Tanks weren't even a thing in the game, let alone naval. And the jet aircraft, well, there was basically Britain, America, Japan, and Russia. And there were only 2 Korean era jets at the beginning. And it was literally Sabres and MiG-15s. That was it. And at the time, Japan, the main trio I was playing, didn't have anything jet related. The best thing we got was literally a rocket plane with 4 minutes of fuel. And that was it. And I had to fight MiG-15s with that. Well, I know what the funny thing is, I got pretty good at flying it. And I've really wrecked people who flew MiG-15s because they would try and turn with you at the wrong time. It was known as babying get good stuff. There's the original get wrecked. Actually, because I'm on PlayStation, I can't actually sell any of my stuff. Yeah, I'm saying I can't sell any of my stuff. It's either convert it to war bonds or leave it to rust. In my case, usually it just ends up sitting in my inventory forever. Want to know something? I've got a load and load of Golden Eagle mission things, but I've never used them. I've got like maybe like 80 of them, give or take. I've never used them. Never needed to. If I want Golden Eagles, I just had them. And usually I didn't usually buy Golden Eagles. I'd buy a pack vehicle instead because it was just more efficient to do it that way. It's why I own some of those IN jets, because I bought packs. Alright, I'll just go with... But that's out, let's do that. There we go. I just gotta go back in there. Ooh, I've sunk into the mud very deep. Come on, get out there. Alright, I've recovered this and just bring in the small truck because I've nearly repaired it. Then now I don't need anything big now. I can send that and that and that. No one in the truck store. Right then. Let's get moving. Oh yeah, I did say I was going to play MechWarrior, didn't I? I never did in the end. Whoops. I knew I was forgetting something today. I was going to do a live stream of MechWarrior originally, but I never did. Well, the one with the dash on it is literally the Russian one, I take it. Actually, talk about T-34s. I finally have the finished T-34. Yeah, that American T-34 is diabolical. That thing will just nuke you out of existence. If it actually hits you. I own its smaller brother, the T-29. You have to admit that 105 gun is pretty good on the T-29. I like it anyway. Oh, did you have a look at that picture I posted of my re-engineered armor core for the real world? Literally called Type 00 Alphas. Essentially, well, you probably heard yesterday anyway, because I did talk about it back then. Well, I was messing around with different AI, asking them what they could and couldn't do. I was just wondering if you saw the post afterwards, because I never did ask. Dragoon. Dragoon is the... Dragoon is the actual name I use for my mech series. I just used it as my YouTube name as well. That's why it's called Type 00 Alphas. It's all for my namesake, basically. If I'm not using that name, there's another name I use. J Tiger. Specifically, I use J Tiger usually as my racing name. What do you mean Goon? It's not dragon, it's dragoon. Dragoon is another type of dragon. No, I don't spell it that way. I spell it with just the letter J, that's it. Actually, you'll probably find this interesting, but back in the day when I used to play 360, my name actually used to be Emperor J the First. Yeah, I used to go around called Emperor J the First. Of all things, I named myself after my character from the early days of the story to do with the Dragoon stuff. I actually named myself after the Emperor of the Imperial J Empire. That was an interesting time. Hey, but the thing is, everyone I talked to just called me Emperor, so it just... I thought it was quite funny, actually, that everyone just mentioned me as Emperor all the time. It makes sense. It's just easier to say Emperor than the entire thing. Are you trying to make this weird? Like literally, the name Dragoon is another name for a dragon. I do find it funny that most people just refer to me as Dragon instead of Dragoon. Even though there's clearly two O's in the name. Hey, for all I care, you could just call me Type Alphas. Not sure what damaged it there, because... Yeah, whatever. Now you're just making me sound like I'm some type of sports drink. Yeah, I sound like I'm a sports drink now. I specifically have a Z at the end of alpha, so it spells alphas. Actually, that's a funny thing that the AI kept moving the Z off the name of all my projects that ended in alphas. I don't know why it thought it was a mistake, but it did. I actually had to tell it that the alphas is there for a reason. Right, I'll soon have this, and then I can go to Alaska. And now I can go to Alaska. Let's recover this. Store you away. Let's get you. Right, let's recover you. And then off to Alaska. Although, I don't know how they're delivering all these vehicles to Alaska, realistically speaking. My guy must be loaded with a ton of money just to have all these delivered over. But really, I don't have a 207,000 on me. Let's go to Alaska. It's Basket, Alaska. What time is it? Oh, nearly 1 o'clock in the morning. Maybe I won't be showing off any of Alaska. Actually, I'm going to end it here because it's very late. I didn't realize it was so late. Well, at least you know I'll be in Alaska now, starting from now. Right. If I stream again tomorrow, which I probably won't because it'll be my birthday, I'll be having my own time. I'll probably do whatever the hell I do. So, see ya. What are you on about? Okay. Good night then.